Hi everyone. It's been a minute since I've been on here, but I thought I would go ahead and upload a video real quick of a new type of journal that I was inspired by. I watched her videos. It's Meg Journals, MEG Journals, her YouTube channel, and she had a different type of way of binding them, and that was with paper. And it's a super simple thing, really. You just take a strip of paper and the width of it, if you want to use bigger pages, I would make the width of it, much bigger. But if you're doing smaller, you can make it smaller. And then you just start folding it. You start folding it back and forth like an accordion. And then each page in here to start it off with is a paper folded in half to the size that you want. And the accordion piece, you'll cut it and measure it on how wide from here to here. And then you'll cut the slit and this piece goes right inside. I made a mistake when I made it the second time and I goofed up, but I can show you what it looks like if you do this. Once you make the strip of paper, you fold it like an accordion, you get the pages together. You measure it from side to side, and you essentially want these, you can glue more than one of these together to make the strip super long as you want it. So you could glue this here. Obviously that wouldn't look good because it's not the same width. But what I did was I accidentally glued it to that page. Once I slid it in, I went ahead and glued it to that page, and that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make the pages the width that you want, fold them into an accordion style, add more on if you want to, and then each page you fold it in half so it's, like a book, and measure the slit from here to here. Cut that, and then it slides inside that slit. And then this would be hanging here, essentially. So what I did by accident was glue that down. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to take another piece of paper and either glue it on top of that slit to hold this piece there, or you can tape it in. And she showed you different ways on how you glue it to that flap, but you can fold this piece up to create a pocket. And you don't have to glue it just on the front piece. You can have the flap on this piece here if you want. It just all depends on what you want. I know that was a lot, but I thought I would just explain on how to make that real quick. And these, I saw her use clear material like this, and I wasn't sure what it was, but I actually found them at, I think it was Hobby Lobby. They're the ink blending mats for $1.99, and you just cut them down to your size. And it looks cloudy right now because there's a film over this that you take off, and there's a smaller piece in here. So a lot of times you can use this small little rectangle piece that's in there and then cut this, and you can still make like 2 journals out of it. Because when she did it, she didn't have that piece cover up the whole thing. You don't have to have this piece cover up the whole front. You can have it be smaller than that. It's up to you. But I slid this in, and I glued this piece in there to hold this together. Because if you don't glue anything down to this whole page will just slide out. And it's delicate, so it moves it moves around a little bit. So you kind of, it's not super delicate, but you know, enough to just kind of watch what you're doing. And then she didn't do it, but I did because I wanted to fill in the gaps and add more pages. But in between the page that slides in here, I taped in something to add more. So this is taped in, and then here is your next page. This one, and this is the one that's holding on to the tab. And you can essentially do this any way you want to. And this is what I was talking about with the pocket. So you would glue the pocket piece onto this, and then you would make this longer, flip it up, and see, I don't have it, I just have it glued enough so that you can stick something inside and it stays. Because if you glue the whole thing here, you're only getting a pocket from here to here. So if you glue it just a little bit, you can still slide some more inside. Another little pocket. So this was the one that I taped in. And some of them I taped in a couple on top of each other. So these two were completely taped in. But this is what happens if you just take the pages, like I said, that are like book pages, slide them in, and then you just glue them. Then this is what you end up with. I don't know. You could still tape in pages in the middle and in here, but you're missing that other page. So I haven't experimented with this yet, so that's why this one's not done. But it was an oops. Some belly bands. And then if you create a flap, and then you can fold it out. My desk is a mess. I just got a whole bunch of different washi tapes in. And I went down a rabbit hole because the first time Amity Bloom washi tapes went on sale this year, I couldn't get any and I was at work. It went so fast and my reception and everything at work sucks. And so I tried to look for alternatives on Etsy, and then I found a whole bunch of different, like these ones. They're all, I think, lilac. I don't know the shops, but if you want to know them, just, ask me and I'll find it for you. I think that's not a pocket now. But yeah, so I went down a rabbit hole. So I ended up buying all this different type of washi tape to try to find ones that match hers. And like this one is not Amity Bloom, but this is a different type of washi tape. So I got to stop buying washi tape because now I have way too much. And I don't know, in the crafting world of crafts and junk journaling, who says they have too much of something, right? Just don't tell my husband that and we're good. I really liked this spread here that I did not tape another page in there because I liked these colors blending together. And you can even put like little cellophane baggies in here. And this was a washi tape digital that you can print out on paper or anything. I ended up getting certain type of matte or clear sticker paper, and I printed them out so that if I ran out of washi or I couldn't find washi's that were the certain colors that I wanted, like yellow. I don't really see too many washi tapes that have florals and like yellow backgrounds and stuff. Amity Bloom did have one when it went on sale, and I didn't get it in time. This one you can tell is bigger, or it just might hold more ephemera. I think this one has more pages in it, like the folding part here. But there's so many different things that you can do with this type of binding. Some of them I just kind of, made them all the same where they just sit right on top because I didn't want to add a pocket like that every single time. But and all of this comes out, so this is like a little pocket there. This washi tape too, it has, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It has glitter and stuff in it. They sell it. Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. In a bundle like this, or you can buy them separately. And, I really try to see the side views on these, because if you look at certain ones, you can see how much or how little tape you get. So I was hoping to get something more like this, but the way this feels, it's just so smooth and so soft. So I plan on getting another one just so I have backup, because they've been going really fast. If you're interested in these, let me know. I'll put the store in there. This is Amity Bloom washi tape. It's just a whole bunch of different. This is the same as that blue. This one, it's from the same store, which they have beautiful tape, just like Amity Bloom. They're just in stock all the time. I wish that Amity Bloom kept hers in stock all the time to where you could always buy them, but I know with her being her own business and working from home, that's, after looking some of that stuff up, that's really hard to do. Like trying to find a manufacturer to process your tapes with your images and the way that you want them. I just wish her tapes didn't go so fast when they went out too. Like I get off work at 2:15 and she posts them for sale at 2 o'clock. So by the time, I kid you not, I clock out and get to my car, I'm usually out there at like 2:17. Half of what I want is already gone and sold out. It goes that quick. I don't know how people get like one of everything on there so quickly. Good for you, man. It's one of those things where I'm like, I think I'm going to have to take, this is another one of those that match that pink one and the blue. That's from a different store. But I was like, I'm going to have to call off work and take a personal day or something on that day so that I know that I get some. And here is, sorry. This one is what it looks like on paper. It's been a hot minute since I've recorded anything. Same thing. This is with that other. They have really pretty florals, that shop. So if you need or want the deets on that, just let me know. And I will give you the information. Same thing. I didn't put anything in there. And this one comes from there too. So yeah, this is a really good way of binding. This is Amity Bloom. Same one. This came from a separate shop with a set of either 6 or 7 rolls of different sizes. How many's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really liked this and got it because I really liked the yellow background. And like I said, it's hard to find yellow washi tape. And then this has, you know, an up pocket. So you put things up there. Yeah. So I just wanted to show, and that's what it looks like. You just have to make sure that before you glue anything down, your pages need to be sewn and have whatever outside border decorations, inking, all that stuff before you do any type of gluing and making it stick in here. Because once you do that, there's no going back. So even the pages that you plan on gluing to this, if you're going to sew, you sew it beforehand. Sometimes with my, like the 3-hole binding, I was able to get away with sewing certain things just like in the corner of something. You can't really do that because you're going to rip and tear the pages. And you don't have to make these. These are index pages of books. You can make these colors. You can make them floral. You can make them whatever you want. All white. Like this one was a mixture of a little bit of both. So you have some music sheets. Then there is some, nope, that's music sheets, and then it's a floral page with the index on the other side. So you can even play around with that and do whatever. So I thought I would just hop on here and show you that. If you need to check out the full tutorial, go to Meg Journals, all one word, and check out her YouTube channel. Have a great day. Bye.